Well, yeah, you read that right. I'm about to make your eyes water. uh, on tour towels. I mean, yeah, I'm about to. I've spent about 11 years behind the door, so I've got a lot of stories to tell. If you're into that sort of thing, hit the subscribe and yeah, this one starts off at Chelmsford, Nick, 2004. Chelmsford itself is an old Victorian prison. It's a docile. I mean, everything is filthy. The cells are filthy. Spit on the walls, bogies on the walls. Back then you could smoke, so there was all fag butts on the floor everywhere. Everyone used to chuck their rubbish out their windows. And you don't listen. You can't even blame it. Everyone used to chuck their rubbish out the window. If you ain't got a bin in your cell, I mean, what are you gonna do? You just chuck it. You're either gonna put it down the toilet or out the window. But when you're on the yard, man, it's just you're constantly dodging crisp packets, fake penguin packets, sandwich packets, chicken bones, seagulls trying to shit on you. Anyway, it wasn't clean. So 2004, I was about 19. I was on remand for 6 armed robberies, yeah. So eventually, I would plead guilty to 3 of them and get 3 left on file. And I got 6. Oh, I got 4 years for armed robberies, 2 years for the gun, 6 years. So I'm walking around the yard. I can't remember who I was with. I'd have been smoking a cigarette, talking rubbish, lying, doing whatever. A couple of old boys walked up to me. C-wing at this time was the Wyoming as well, yeah, 18 to 21. So that I don't even know if they have them sort of wings anywhere anymore. But yeah. So a couple of boys come walking up to me. They was older than me. I called them Joker and Bane. I definitely looked up to them at these times. Pathetic. The sort of people that I looked up to back then. Yeah. Walked up to him. Like Joker said to me, "Are you Carl?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you from Romford?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh yeah, sweet, sweet. When you are you in such and such magistrates at any point?" I said, "Yeah." I had like a couple of different cases going on. The main one was at Snaresbrook, and I had a couple of other ones at some of the local magistrates. So I said, "Yeah." I'm there at such and such. You know, would you cop a thing for me? I said, "Yeah, but what will I get out of it?" He went, "What do you want?" I was like, young. I was young. I should have asked for definitely more. Yeah. I was like, "An ounce of puff." He went, "Yeah, sweet." Probably thinking, oh, I'll definitely save money with this geezer. Anyway, shook hands on it. His big hench mate with a big hench shoulders, Bane, never said a word. And yeah, left it at that. I can't remember how long I had to wait before I went. From that point on until I went to court, probably a couple of weeks, might have even been a week or something. But the days come. They wake you up really early in the morning. Come banging on your door, well, whatever, 5, 6. Come on, Aldred, court. I'm gonna answer. Get ready for court. I'm gonna open the door in half hour, or whatever they say. I'm like, yeah, sweet. I've got up. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Looking forward to it. Didn't really get ready. Listen, I've never done anything like this in my life. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, so I didn't think to what's a grease up. Polite way to say it. If you've ever been in that situation, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna describe what you're meant to do, but I never did anything. I just forgot. I didn't even know. And half hour's come. I'm just sitting on I'm ready to go. Like screws crack the door. All did boom. So yeah, lovely, sweet. I've left. I can't even remember if I had a cellmate at the time who I was with. Actually, no, I do remember. Yeah, no, yeah. I remember I was with some geezer from Birmingham, some young squaddy from Birmingham. But anyway, gone to the waiting room. You like it takes like 2 hours to get processed through, get put on a sweatbox to go to court. Anyway, dropping off other people first, making its way to the magistrate I was going to. I've got to try not to say the name, man. And then I might as well. I've got to say beforehand, like how I was getting it was there was a jailer, the people that work in the courts under the cells, the people that like the screws that work under the court cells. One of them was meant to give it to me and the puff. He drunk in the same pub as Joker and Bane apparently or something like. He was like a sniffhead or something. But anyway, yeah, I finally got to the court. I'm pretty sure I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure my driver, like the driver on the sweatbox, got lost on the way, and I had to give him directions from my sweatbox. Like, so it's ludicrous. But anyway, finally got to the court. As we've come off, I know I've been to this court a million times. Yeah, I knew the jailer anyway. Like he's like winking at me, like yeah. That's sweet. I know it's definitely on. I had the nod and the wink already as soon as he walks onto the sweatbox. Anyway, they've cracked open the door, put my little arm out, my skinny little 19-year-old arm. handcuffed one side to I handcuffed my wrist and then handcuffed itself to me. Opened the door, got off the sweatbox. I'm like, we sweet? He's like, yeah, be quiet. I'm like, yeah. So we walked into the court from the back. Yeah, as soon as you get in there, there's cells. It's like a corridor. It was my local court, I think. I might be lying. But there's a geezer leaning against the other, like the geezer. There's another screw leaning against the cell that I'm going into. Yeah, he's a screw with the stuff. Yeah. As he's got to the cell, like the jailer's like walked me into the cell and done it. Yeah, he's gone. They've shut the door. He's gone. Yeah, blah blah blah. I'm gonna like, do you want a tea or coffee? I went like, yeah, but give me like again, like I just want the thing. I don't give a shit about the tea or coffee. He's like, just wait. I'll bring it with a whatever. All right, sweet. Come back with the coffee. Open the door. Boom. He's he's giving me the blower. He's giving me the coffee, and he's giving me the puff. Yeah. Now this is 2004, right? This was like a Motorola flip phone with like the blue screen on it. Big, man, right? I'm sure I might just be tripping out now, but I'm sure it had like you could pull an aerial out on it. But anyway, right, and it weren't wrapped in nothing, right? I was like, jailer, what's going on here? He's like, what's the matter? He's trying to go. I'm like, listen, it's got to be wrapped. He's like, what are you on about? Long story short, I'm like, listen, mate, you know where this has got to go, don't you? What do you want me to do? He's going, oh, give me a minute, I'll see if what I can do. I'm thinking, sweet, at least that's sorted. I didn't want to smoke a thing in the cells, like, for whatever reason. That's what I'm saying. That's how stupid and like green I was at this year. Who cares about smoking a thing in this court cells? Like, what are they going to do? But anyway, I'm sitting there now, drinking the coffee, trying to relax. I'm looking at this thing, thinking this is massive. But at least I've got the other thing, right? So, regardless, even if I can't take the blubber, like, I'm taking the ash. I'm not losing that. But anyway, knock on the door, little flaps come down that they can pass things in and out the door without having to open the door up fully. He's come back with like, it's like a little tear off the side of like a carrier bag, like a shopping carrier bag. Not even the bottom part of it, like that sort of holds the bits. Just a tear off the side. I was like, what's this? He went, that's the best I could do. And he's bang, he shut the gap, he shut the thing, and he's gone. I'm like, mate, like banging on the door, come back, and he's ignored me, he's gone. So that's all I've got now, yeah. This thing was so small. I mean, say the phone, what, like that? That thick. Yeah. This bit of carrier bag was about that. Like, if you put it round the phone, it just pinged open. You couldn't even wrap it around it once. It just when you wrapped it around, you pulled it, and it just went. Choom. So that's it, right? I had a lighter, yeah. I don't know why the lighter. I can't. I'm sure you was allowed to smoke in the cells at them times. So anyway, I burnt the plastic, the carrier bag. I've held it down round the phone, and I've just burnt the edges. Burnt it all down, pushed it down. So now I've got like the phone wrapped up in like the flimsiest bit of crappiest bit of carrier bag you've ever seen, and it's burnt. All hard bits of sharp burnt bits of plastic, jagged like jagged edges hanging off the edge of it. All right, sweet. Now I've got to do what I've got to do, but it's hitting me now. I did grease up, and I haven't brought nothing with me to grease up with. I'm not asking Jada for nothing again. Like after just the carrier bag, what you give me. And he seemed like now he's done what he's got to do. He's shitting himself. Like, but anyway, I've sort of like put my hand down the back of my trousers and sort of like just felt around, just sort of pushed, like, you know what I mean? No way. Ted starts straight away like, oh, no way. I've got to do it, innit? So sort of like pulled my trousers down to my ankles, sort of squatted a little bit, got the phone, plastic bag wrapped up in the plastic bag, jagged edges and all, burnt plastic, jagged edges, and just thought, bang. The pain was unbearable. And nothing happened. Like, I tensed up, I shut up. Old Sharon Stone was still in my hand. What am I going to do? I'm never going to do it. Right, just relax. Walk up and down the cell a little bit. I was about to say, do some push-ups, but back then, definitely weren't doing push-ups. Whatever I was doing, walking up and down the cell, go to the toilet, that's it. Deep breath, let's do it again. Down, same thing. Agony, excruciating. Now I've probably got a little bit of sweat on my top lip. Or a sweat patch around my arse, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that hurts. I'm pacing up and down the cell now, but I'm charging up and down the cell and I think, what am I going to do? This, I've only tried it twice. They ain't even got close. Anyway, up and down the cell, stopping there every now and again. Do it, nothing. Eventually, I'm sort of like holding on to the edge of the chair. Like, when you walk into these cells, this court cell, basically, you walk in, directly in front of you, you've got a bench along the back wall, and that's it. Buzz to go on the toilet, and whatever. So it is, and it's not. You know, you take 10 steps and you've walked either side of the cell, like 10, 10, 10, 10, like little steps as well, like tiny little baby steps. So I'm marching up and down this cell now, and I'm starting to sweat, and I'm, sweat's pouring off me now. This has been going on all day. I ain't been able to get close to doing it. Eventually, Jay's come along. Jay the jailer. Van's here. Van's outside. Have you got rid of it? I went, I'm sweet anyway. Just tell me when I've got 5 minutes. He went, oh, that's sweet. He's absolutely scared. Is an understatement, man. What a pussy. But anyway, I mean, considering he like, what's he got? Like nothing. I've got everything, and he's all day long. He's been, yeah, what a pussy. But anyway, a bit like I can hear him sorting out the paperwork outside, saying this one's gone, that one's gone, and I know they're coming. I don't need Jay the jailer to come and tell me I've got 5 minutes. I know they're coming. I'm on all fours now. I've just got down onto all fours. Adrenaline's pumping. I thought this is gone. This has got it. This has got to be it. Got down on all fours. And behind me, if you've ever seen Austin Powers, you know what when they're looking at him through the tent, you know the position I'm in. And it probably looked like that as well. The size of this thing was unbelievable. Bang! And it hurt. It hurt. I've never felt that. I've never felt so violated in my life. Oh, it hurt. My jaw hurt. My ears were ringing. My eyes were watering. It hurt. I've stood up. I felt, for some reason, I keep thinking of the word grape, for whatever reason. But the puff was easy. Cheeks, between your cheeks. For anyone's thinking back in these times as well, it was easy to get a thing in. I mean, what like now? It's like you got like basically you got like air. You got like a chair, like some chair you have to sit on, and if you got something metal on you, it'd go off regardless. But back then it was like a wand. They didn't have the chair. It's like a wand. So like you put your arms out, they wand you down. There ain't even that much metal on a thing anyway. It's a lot of plastic and a lot of like electrical wire. Like you could get through easy with it inside you. Anyway, I'm on the bus now. I got back to the thing pretty easy. Got off the bus, arms out, wandered down, boom, boom, boom. A couple of hours later, I'm back on the wing. First thing I did, I got to the, felt like I needed to go to the toilet bad. Got back to the cell, sat down. I didn't think I could hold it at all. Yeah, no, that was it. I got a towel, yeah, put it under me. Just sat on the toilet under it. Went to catch it. Boom, come out like a bullet. And I missed it. Went straight down the toilet, yeah. Put my hand down there, grabbed it. Thing is, yeah, plastic that it was wrapped in is not even on it. I've had to sit back down. 2-finger job. I put their blower in a shredders box, I think, in my cereal box. She left it. I thought I'm never putting that back to where it come from. I thought that's it. Anyway, morning come. Their cleaners outside. He's litter picking outside on the yard. He's worked his way to my window. Got that thing. Yeah. Was it easy? Yeah. Need anything else, bub? Let me know. He must have gone and used it that night. What the? How did that plastic come off? I never know. Moral of that story: if you ever find yourself unlucky enough to be in that situation, banged up, be your own man. Never, ever, ever do any favours for anyone, even if you're earning out of it, because ultimately they're going to think you're an idiot for doing it. I hope none of you ever had to experience that, because those sort of places are, I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. See you next time.